Hey guys, I wanted to make a quick video showing off my US PSP library. If you ask me, the PSP has the best library of any handheld. I know many of you would argue that the DS has a better library, but in my opinion that's because simply, most of the DS library was actually localized, whereas the PSP was wildly successful in Japan, but not as successful, fairly successful, definitely not even close to the DS in Japan, and especially outside of Japan. So there are a lot of titles that would never made it out of Japan. Obviously this is my import collection you're seeing right here. But out of these games you see in front of you, only a handful of them were localized. You can see here, this was not localized, Advantage Master Portable. So the ones that were localized is Legend of Heroes, White Witch, Trails in the Sky First Chapter. Of course, after that was not localized. The third was not localized. Hexy's Force was localized, and Garnet Chronicle, I believe, was localized, as well as, of course, Kingdom Hearts and Crisis Core. But I believe out of this whole front row, those are the only games that were localized. But anyway, I'm actually here to talk about my US collection. So here are the games I've picked up so far in my PSP collection. They were released in the US, and let me just grab them here. So the first games I have is Fat Princess, Fistful of Cake, and Grand Theft Auto Liberty Cities. I have not played either of these games. This was a deal. When I got my PSP, it came with, you can pick 2 free games to come with it. I believe it was Target or Walmart. And these are the 2 that I picked that were the better ones out of the bunch. And next I picked up Grand Theft Auto Chinatown Wars. I heard this is pretty good. So, and it's obviously not a Japanese game, so pick that up. And finally, Pagna Golf, which I mostly picked up because it was $3. And that pretty much sums up my US release PSP collection, and I think that kind of sums up why the PSP is kind of underappreciated. This is my import collection. There's actually, let me grab this editor poster out of the way. There's some loose leaf games, but this is actually the first row. There's I don't want to make a mess here, but there's 3 more rows of this, which I might go into one of these days. You can see most of my collection on my Raptor profile, which I'll put a link to the video description page. But yeah, I just kind of want to get the word out and say, hey, there's a ton of PSP games that haven't been localized, and if you're interested in either, I don't know, maybe there's some fan translations, or especially if you're interested in learning Japanese, I think the PSP library is a great game library to kind of start with in terms of Japanese games, especially since they're quite a bit cheaper than some of the newer platforms and handhelds. So that about wraps up my short video, and that's about it. Thanks for watching.